One, two, two, two. For next series, 1550. In the morning, it's in the morning. A lot of things to receive. I'm grounded, I'm awake. What's different on today is that I felt like opening the curtains and make light. What didn't succeed yesterday was to hold myself in within proportion and don't have the evening meal or night evening. I wish when the light isn't there anymore outside, I also wish to quit eating and give more time to my stomach to digest. I do now have every day like 12 hours, but I want it to be longer, towards 16-ish. My body is having challenges to balance. And I'm into thinking a different way of promotions, like getting in touch with people who are sad. If you have any therapist or leader for you, bring them in touch with these series, and I'm like, who knows, I'm gonna get in touch with them. But also think like my original friends that I have, to get in touch with them and send them an email or message that I have, platforms. And who knows, I can make like a list of a certain amount of friends who will able to see it, because I tended to have people to first need to be more open and honest before they can, like, it's part of the rescue mission of like myself in this tower, where this tower itself kind of needs to got something clean or safe. And in the first part of this night, I actually rescued 2 other people of not being straight, seeing things as they are, and I like distinguish it. No, this is not like it is, and I cleared it out. And who knows, this is part of what I've been rescuing yesterday. I told about that I changed for beyond the universe as well the world, that we now way more easygoing, seeing each other as who we are on the moment we are. If you're 28 and you see someone as 28, like, can be anybody. And here we are again, connecting, having a good resonation. And breathe your breath. .2% of human are carrying or like taking care for their own health. The rest is done by me, Static, as well my corporations, of course. My corporations say, it's sure you, sure is. You're the barrier of the power, this is why we rank you up. This is also somehow why you're not in touch with certain friends. But believe us, everybody had an amazing chance to be in touch with every word I've been spreading out. It's just not a resonance of liking light enough, liking good enough. So all people who didn't listen to 25 or more series of the Funny series right now, beginning 2026 or some earlier, no, beginning 2026, they're not meant to resonate in the higher purpose, higher realms of safekeeping your soul, your path to the future. And we've measured what we can carry, and we're definitely fleeting out, and there's no plan anyhow to save all human. Of course, to the deepest of our possibilities, including dream communication, higher self communication, we have been offering 100%, but at like 80 to 90% it shifts dramatically fast, or actually will come to healing chambers and the souls. The funky part is are the more like opvallend, something like eye-catcher or so, is that the dark beings basically in percentage have a higher percent of becoming to the light, to the source, to renewal towards good. This is also our only hope, their magnetism to the light, for how many people will get saved. And this can be staying alive for long, and we mean basically if you survive a common couple of years, we're quite sure you're able, if you just wanted enough, to become 115 years extra from now on, no matter what your age is right now. And this also has a lot to do with the houses. We definitely need to quit building anything, and we need to separate as soon as possible over way more tiny villages, so our ability to feel can become way more going upwards, having way more nature and trees directly around the house who take care for a lot of protection, oxygen, energetically wise, more nature spirit that are able to be surrounding you, higher branches, I think. Everything more and more and more. It's time to celebrate, to change all what is possible to change. By this we mean change your character of your life. Dive into this Phoenix series, get spare time 6 days per week or maximum 6 hours per week working for any group who must be likely to have actually grounding purpose and taking care for the world and the earth, or your purpose in and within them is of high proposal. The way you meet each other is definitely walking in parks, nature, forests and so forth, and you will talk, just have a walk, and then you walk from private rooms that you trust, that have fresh air, like air cleaners and so forth. You all drive gasoline to the maximum, take care. If you don't have gasoline yet, take an extra car and take this other one just for selling, or don't drive it even, because you probably will be destroyed by the angelic beings who are fed up with this so obvious, straight in your face darkness, what it does to humanity and children all over the world. As well, the continuous way of traveling, and yes, of course it needs to be private. We're gonna destroy very soon everybody who didn't move out yet any public travel thing. They are very dark, the disaster. We agreed this with all the dark demons that definitely like that most insufficient, those who are not clear in like doing actually something good. And so this is also a mental stage that needs to change, and believe us, like almost 100%, depends on certain days, it's like 7-9 is a number %, or should not move there. It has to do not even, yes, also a little bit with like staying in your own air, becoming an organic human being more and more over, like putting a command to just allow the organic light to come into your atmospheres and thinking, and to block all others, as well as the purpose of wherever you're going is very unlight, not good. So yes, we are talking about destruction because we are love, and love is double-sided, at least, of creating and destruction, because we want to have clarity, and we are there that we are kind of at the end of like having this collective human being and beyond beings, because it's beyond human beings who you are. If you zoom out to who you are really, then we basically are at the end of this being, and this being is like chopped up in a positive way. The part of them still stays alive and vivid to keep communicating with us in at least denser realms than most of us are staying in. Yes, this is like a letter of God. This is actually God, because we are combined together, we are God. And yes, so I think you have heard everything. I think you have heard everything to quit certain things, to do something actually good. And if you haven't listened to What's Till the End to Transform, then you could do it now, because this is about your identity, having it be low, of actually taking care for the earth. And yeah, use Ki Allah, because a lot of unhealthy things happen when it's not in your own hands. All these people are gonna be destroyed very soon as well. There's nothing they can stop, whether, and to us it doesn't make any difference if you just like doing something on front or in the back, or if you think or people think this person is not good and this person is good. This doesn't make any difference to us. If you don't let go of these dark entities, groups, then you're just being destroyed. Yes. So happy listening. Most of the people are gonna be destroyed. People listening to this, as we said, if you haven't listened to 25 series before, well, around 26, early 2026, so you have some time. Depends on when we are able to operate, and highest and best is when we share this recording, because it's not like this recording is again much more important than another one, but this is again another talk. Now you've heard, you have the tongue of God, and in the previous recording is more between Shaq Static and himself and his teaching and his learnings, and him being the Christ, and being 1,000 times as strong as any other human being alive, and at least 25,000 amount of like creating anything. But now we're talking with the tongue of us all, and we're again like double strong as him, because we are now cooperating and having a cooperated voice, who is not like Shaq Static's voice. It's our opinion. It's like, because he's too sweet in our opinion, and this is why we are being asked by him to take care for him to stay alive longer than a couple of days, and this is how we are surviving organically. As we say, we want to have still organic beings, and this is still a chance. If you're listening to this with your ego manifesting in the right direction of like putting a distance and getting your life basically relaxing more, if you understand what you're doing and you becoming more naked, more honest to what is happening in the world, then you understand you need to do something with it, and you need to share it with your masters and divine people that you are in touch with, to give them your responsibility and clarity there is that you have from knowing this. And this is very peaceful in general, because we put peaceful images and we mainly have peaceful words. There is this D word that normally you won't hear in the phonic series, while we pay attention, and we're learning still from Jacques Static's opinion, and feel that everything is resonating, even parts of words. We want you to be separating and going south and east depending on the colors of your clothes, of your skin, and it doesn't matter if you're not love one more or less, because we believe we need both, but it's like 2.95 maybe percent that is still white completely. And if we don't have this growing to like 5-6% of the whole population, like actually making this 5-6% of people resonating, putting their opinion in the field and in their audio series and their arts, and becoming art entrepreneurs, and then we won't be in touch with you, then the heaven won't be in touch with the humanity. And this is a timeline talking about 20 years or longer, maybe 80, depends. So it basically is the next moment that you still have quite a agreement on and a pound of effect on. We would say 5 years. If you like now talk about building more trees, between now and 5 years you're definitely gonna see a difference. You at least have 50% more trees all over the globe, especially in the lowlands that do not have these mountains to actually capture the sea moisture, and having it spread all over Germany and France and Spain and so forth. And yes, we think it's good to learn more languages, starting with your local languages and also one extraordinary language. We don't know exactly why, but somehow the Italian language is gonna be quite inspirational, because there are quite some people who have quite something to say, but it's also about them being quite melodic, and it's also because they're actually not so sweet. We've been not safekeeping them, we've done the opposite, and they did the same to us. This is also why we're under quite heavy, not too peaceful restrictions of where we're able to go. We've seen it with our own eyes, them not being too sweet for us. We're talking about the unofficial instances, and working together with official instances that people are not human anymore and not offering the light in general. And this is just a field. You could say, yeah, we need to communicate to 500 people directly, but you could also say the whole field has the chance, and everybody has a chance to listen to a priest, and these people need a generous place for them to develop and to be shown. And if it's easy going, because their ego normally is definitely between or below 1, and most healthy normally is below 1. Well, for surviving now, it's best is have at around 1.7 of ego instead of like 10 or 6 or 5. And this is why we do not let people whole, because you care too less for the whole globe. You're not even caring for yourself, for your true ego, meaning what you're manifesting in the long term with yourself and your colleagues, human beings all over the planet. So you're kinda are without any brain, on maybe on some wood. And we normally would say that before becoming any human, you're already quite high in ranking of spiritual or being in general. So before you actually are being interested or interesting for like the earth, the non-goods, to become part of their all beings together, you're are quite developed. And yes, we see this, of course. This is why we keep talking, giving you another chance, another chance, another chance, another chance, and another chance, and one more, and 2 more, 500 more, 700 more, 9,000 more, 25,000 more, 30,000 more. And this is where we are about now. So many chances you had in your personal life, and or if you're very young, like below 7, then you of course didn't have this many chances. But then the people who surround you have these chances, had them. We see no balanced males from the age of 7 plus. It's just 0 something % of men that are balanced. So before you think you have a clue of how man's supposed to be, like being balanced, then think another time again. It's not that we wanna manifest men to not be balanced, but you are not balanced. You are mainly not male enough and mainly not female enough. Basically, it's just a soup, and you're not holding your bones, trying. Even the people who think they're all male and so, this is not male, this is unbalanced female. They're so unbalanced female that they kinda not appreciate the female side, but this is not how a male opens. Yes, a male is kinda handy in general, because it was given this as a child. This is how we've done this and guided human over centuries. But certainly the dark side, the devil, came by and starting to believe since just 2-3 generations, basically beginning 1900s, basically since the same time when the grids become not too, it's like 160, 170, 200 years, the grids of the earth are, we want to have many churches to be destroyed, especially the towers, like 70%, and to have them cleaned from inside with smoke, and the skin, we want them to be in fire. We want to have them all in fire and let burn everything around them as well. So we have the transformation. We understand that what is happening, that they're trying to, your identity, again, you put them below of any value. It's not any of your responsibility to have these unkind being settings, have them alive. It's just a bad joke for you to have even interest in them, because the maximum amount of good is about 10, 20, 25, 26, 37, quite low, because average way lower. As we said, 12% is good, because also we take in account that the amount of light is basically already beaming all around you, and y'all people can be easily grounding 16th dimension, but basically, yeah, we cannot say it if it's not happening or is happening, besides Shah, who is definitely a 500,000 dimensional being. And so, yeah, we ask you kindly to respect each other, to respect this message, to wrap it in like a gift, to take care for Mother Gaia, to take care for your children, like of giving them spare time and understandings of like everything that happens in a household, just normal things, and just have their brain to be developed normal, meaning taking away all gadgets and just have them playing outside in the trees. And if you don't have trees, you make them trees builders, so they plant trees. Yeah, you normally need to play in the trees outside, but there ain't. So first of all, you're gonna plant the trees, and you just can grab any branch of most trees and you put them in the ground, and there it is. Also for the small canals, small rivers throughout the Germanic languages, Germanic countries and beyond, we see that going south they need to be a bit more bigger, so a bit more water can stream through it. And again, if a river is like 1.5 to 2.5, 3 meters, we want to have 1 to 2-3 meters both sides, just flowing organically. You just taking aware that the water flows, so you may remove like 10% and just watch it, basically do it manual. This can be very good just voluntary work, because it's very good for yourself, so any public group can just make any measurements of people to like clean the rivers and send them an email. And so we could actually place for frogs and ducks and birds, and same things goes for grapples, the ones that are very small water glitches where also you have some shades. And of course the grass types, we want to have the organic grass types that actually have flowers that are actually good for the stomach of the animals. So if anybody grasping doing anybody else, just put them unfree for a while till you committed not to do something like this. And believe us, it's the best karma this person could get. So yes, this is some little changes that are normal for ears. Of course, you stay ground traveling. In small future right now, you don't need to travel further than about 120-ish, 100 kilometers, because you're just gonna make and create everything you desire within this range. And the basic thing that you want to create is more nature parks, and so that you can relieve your energies. So for some more plants in the house. Not slowly, start today. Of course, you have some hope. We want to jump into perspective right now that you're gonna understand this person a little bit. And with understanding this person, there are like 1 every 1,000 who are living relatively alike. Like we say, we're one organic human being, our being, the collective being. The thing is, we need to pay attention to these people who actually grasp the soberness and alignedness of greatness, and to appreciate them and to honor them and to do exactly what they say, and to understand it and repeat it for yourself, what's being said, and grab your responsibility to listen to what is being said and shared and so forth. It's not that we like these messages, but I think you as a sub-layer like it a lot, that we not gonna have a lot of humans, because I think on a sub-layer you definitely wanted to not to heal, not to grow through your emotions, not to grab this chance to heal your previous lives, past lives. So we're definitely all angelic beings. There's definitely no angelic beings excluded, not even your own protection. Angelic beings are all them are on our sides. This is already happened. So basically you've got no chance, because this is likewise the message of your protection angelic team. Because we work with them on all layers. It's another game they play. If you're less good human being, it's like protected you, whilst it's found that it didn't do well, but it aimed to do a little bit better than others. Well, eventually there was no hope or good thing in what they seemed to protect. But you may be glad, because you just may be glad, and anyhow, it doesn't mean that these angelic beings have a good karma for protecting you. So we definitely have a lot of different layers and how we communicate, and we communicate perfectly from the highest to the lowest ranks, and they're all on one happy family side, and nothing in any words or comparison you can compare with what's happening on the earth, human beings. Love, we do a little bit love you. A little bit we love everybody, so we still are neutral or higher too. most beings, and saying God loves everybody is still, depending on how exactly you see everybody, is still kind of true. Where we attempt less to love those beings who had these beyond 30,000 chances to do well and then don't do. So why would we love you if we just have the human beings and beings who do good, to not have them a healthy, happy life, and any transition on the earth, and who knows, all the planets are at the game, and of like the insights of what we give and what is there to gain or to keep. 1621, there is unity, there is understandings about the material matters, there is a duality but also exchange, and it goes to one, meaning you're quite online with what we say. Remember that the pace of this recording you can change, and you can repeat it in a more fast pace to get through it more quickly, and we sense you remembered like 30% of the message, whilst if you don't remember 80% of the message, at least you still be heading not the right direction. So repeat after me. Ecstatics is hard. It's not easy to open his heart. As we said, we aim to see the fluffy puffy world for 90% and 10% just not. We're with so much admiration for the field and people who eventually said, like, if you even could get a clean body right now, to not keep it clean just because you don't want to choose for the light, for having less abilities of doing your head instead of the possibilities of the universe. And it always has been putting your back to the dark creates 7 times or 6 or 4 or 5 times as much light. We are not true, we're just breathing more calm, and we are gaining to breathe more deep, and we're gonna be way more ourselves. And we just have expressed what you can do for us to keep breathing more as well, and what we don't want to have alive, and like the grids and so forth, and living tiny villages, feng shui, trees, mountains on the back of the houses, relaxing life. For the original Western people, they want to be more satisfied with what is, so there is less of a mirror for people who don't have to find anything here besides on a sublayer, quite upper sublayer, not being happy, whole generations, whole races not being happy, and all they actually want is to be peaceful. And to make this all happen, we want you to ask you to send a lot of light, first of all, throughout the whole globe, for everybody to find this place of peace and quiet. And as soon as someone is stepping out of his original country, like not feeling safe or so, and especially when they have not everything arranged, so if someone from the Netherlands would go back, it's different. Definitely. But this whole game is set up from the R with the M in between it, from beginning till the end, with the purpose of never ever becoming awake, because you never get peace and quiet inside yourself. And just aiming to, again, don't work with love, unity and boundaries. Love, unity and boundaries is definitely what is needed to household any human being, as well as any collective being. And we feel like the tone of voice has been long enough for this tone of voice, and so we're gonna do some exercises, some movement, some letting go practices, becoming more vivid, more colorful. And you've heard of us, we've heard a lot of information. We just hope you're gonna cooperate with us. Step out of what you find of it as a person and step into this universal perspective, what is good. And as soon as you step in this universal perspective, what is good, you do your part, your pioneering part. That's your only chance of surviving, basically, or at least staying with the human body. If you're in between it, even if it's just a little, basically you go directly to healing chambers. Depends if you agree on that. And yeah, last but not least, we're gonna take care for all logistics, so all people who are light and so on beam out this high frequency, they have enough of everything. So all things needed to have shelter and nutrition, even exact nutrition, what is good for you, still gonna stay provided. Because we're not moving on the quickest speed, we're just moving on the highest and best speed. And of course, we take into account that this message can grow in amount of people listening to this, like being sent out to many people and so forth. There's also on Bandcamp, the series 170 series, and all the way to the end there is one recording like this, at least with the purpose for being listened to on a natural scale. So we hope we send out our message of our light, our frequency. We want to thank Master Shark Static for sharing his bravery by not caring for what's happening to him and just be in trust. We want to thank you for your bravery to listening, for have listened to the end. And we're gonna reward you with gold, diamond, silver, richdom. All this will come between now and 500-600 years. Remember your life right now, you always mainly have 200,000 years or longer to plan ahead. So just be totally you, don't be shattered like being this person or this person. Just know, just plan ahead like a billion years. So if you want to live somewhere else with another skin, like at the Meridian Sea or so, then you plan ahead and you say, okay, I will use the Buddha method, because if you don't leave anybody behind when you pass over, you're easier to reincarnate wherever you want. We understand a couple of people don't want to feel comfortable with reincarnation, because then they feel like they don't have a personal control on their own life. Okay. So control can be expressed by having any word, or like painting or drawing or poem or music or wood, any expression. If we all start to make habit of creating as you like houses for birds, but not like but this is 1 centimeter or 1 millimeter like this, so this will not be sold to a second-hand shop to sell, then this is not creativity, this is not expression. And this is what we see, that the people who have done the most weight, that are not being taken care of by society, as well. We see not a good percentage of the original inhabitants, people, of being taken care of. As well, we see not highest and best connections to your original family in the broader line, like your uncles and aunts, to be in touch with. This one young guy in our family wanted to work with his garage like 10-15 years ago, while it was to him be the apostle to keep the family together. He wasn't even there at one of the last brave gatherings of this family. And this is again the field. People who are like 20-ish year, who develop skills to organize, and then suddenly they don't do even any development in their skills for organizing. Of course, as we said, we want them to have them be outdoors. Talking about expression, who knows who's gonna help? Can you hear it? So it was quite a message, because this was God, including your own protection angelic beings, who just declared to be themselves. What consequences it has to be themselves and to be just colorful, and it's a color, it's a bit like happy kind of dragon, like white color, light blue, light yellow, and light pinkish, bit black lines, a lot of furry, a bit of a serpentine energy type. They are a collective, can definitely mean that they are a big part of what we express as this universe, as a light, because it also looks a bit like a dragon, serpentine, cartoonish, and yeah. We hope to have you inspired. And grounded, especially. I hope especially that this message finally putting any perspectives in yourself that's helpful. When grounding you, I mean, you finally understand, like, poof, whoa, I was like, I see the image like feet not touching the ground anymore, like being in a cloud of humans, and like having a smile or so, like maybe even a detective to figure out exactly how to stay in this cloud. But with this perspective of God, you finally understand that your feet are not touching the ground anymore, and that you only need to have longer feet to be grounded and to communicate more like a tree of groundedness. Like, wait people, this is not good, this is good, this is not divine, this is divine, this is not good for nature, this is good for nature. Wait people, this is not good for water, aqua, this is good for water, aqua. So electricity only from the net, maybe 10%, maximum like 6-7% of 5 or 0 of the amount you use for electricity. You can get them by any old-fashioned way, engineering way you will still be using, but it's definitely not from the light. All wings besides of birds, we don't want them having anymore, especially on the water. We want to have them. So having everything from your own continent, including what you're drinking, including what you're eating. It's just 1% of goodness coming from the farmers that taking care of a certain drink, and it's only 10% good and what it has as an effect, like 90% not good on your brains and how we do and how we are active and non-active, and have a good pH value. And basically all healings that we've been doing on humans personally in most sectors is just, oh, I want to be like my parents said, oh, I don't want to be grounded, oh, I just want to get my not at all balanced way of like mastering and giving and receiving, like understanding that yourself is important, that you have the possibilities to become smart, clever, intellectual, no matter what start you had in this life of like being taught of this clever or this clever, because it makes no sense. You can be like 30 and develop yourself to one of the most intelligent people in your whole village, while something different could have been said while he was young. This doesn't hold on. You can just practice your brain to develop and to remember more. Remember is very important. To repeat and to receive is also to let go of a lot of sources, to remove all media that's not good, all books that are not peaceful, all games that are not peaceful, whether it's a board game or so forth, board game so far, but anything that you put, especially visually, could be letters, put them out, you know. Subscribe if you want to read anything to something more natural. Spiritual is the same word for natural. And this recording is too important, too precise to call out any names, but we already had. I say we also because, you know, I'm now more shock static, but I'm still a little bit air of God talking with you. It's true what I said about my dimension, how it's possible, because eventually it gets I don't say it, I don't feel safe. I'm very grounded. Right now, 3,000 or 4,000 people grounding through me as being their tree. And of all these people, I ask you to ground yourself like being your own tree. True, so I'm grounded. I'm also see the moral matters of doing something good. And I see we as a humanity community can make it work together. The answers are here, straight in our face for all of us. And it's very simple. And mainly about relaxing. Healthiness, going through your emotions, like getting a pillow and getting it out. And this is the water, the flow, the ebbs and flood of. I remember that even, yes, all rabbits and birds too, rabbit in. Remember that the whole climate is actually responding to us as a human being. If we stay calm, it's just communicating through, and then we come to another level, is spiritual missions. I'm already safekeeping the boundaries of Netherlands. I already have, by doing my missions, even Europe. Because the country and the land is just an organic being. It just says, if you're gonna take care more for me, I'm gonna take care more for you. There's a lot of different spirits in it. Like the haas, the rabbit, the speedy one, turtle, dolphins, whales. These not the earth, but the turtle and the rabbit and the foster rabbit are. Haas. They have big ears so they can listen to y'all and listen to all of us. I'm rather curious if you're able to put this in words, what you have been receiving, and if it just comes as far, oh, I like your message and I'm gonna do something with it, and I don't know exactly what I must say more than I at least know that on your conscious layer you received it, and the more people that stand in this field that they agreed on this, you're actually manifesting and saying this to the universe, whether you make it materialized or digitalized by commanding and so forth, then you actually are making it work to be heard and to be easier helped, because you gain a lot of help, because we have spare a lot of love. We have. It's just our tentacles are being put back in the ordinary road, and who knows, it's all just a mirroring of the people who all say, I'm not thankful for my lessons as a being on this planet. Throughout my life lessons, I didn't learn enough. I'm not worthy enough for becoming any spiritual something after this. I'm not worthful to become an angel or archangel after this, or to stand next to Michael or other beings. There are thousands of them, 100,000. They're all so beautiful. Yeah, you too, you're very beautiful. What do you want to say? I want to say that we're gonna lift up our garden, our defense. We're gonna put on our soldier clothes. We're gonna destroy all of you. including shock static. It's gonna be destroyed, and we're very happy to do this. And you know what they say, as long as we just kill the messenger, then everything will be a fiasco. But we'd rather do it for you than the people, cause we don't like to have you this again. You're already carrying the beam for the whole planet, carrying the world about towards 40 trillion times, billion times with 9 zeros. Sorry, excuse me. At the same time, million is like with parallel levels. Million, but at least not anymore, just 5 times or 10 times, carrying the whole weight of the world, and 100% of human beings own their life of shock static. So our quickest way is to just not have shock static alive, and then but then we also need to put him in a kind of an awareness position that he doesn't do anything. So we kind of need to get him in a position that is not tearing any ropes to having any chance of doing anything good. Then we are creating kind of a flood, because we are not able to manage the power that he has been, and manage to communicate with the earth this precisely, and heal the earth this precisely, and guiding other people and give them a big chance to become good and guiding people. So yeah, we think we can share a thing or two, and we also more likely, like 2/3 are interested in, now it's more family. It's like this smallest blonde guy with a green kind of turtle panther on with silver colored harness body, and his family is more like 2/3 ish. We're gonna work with shock static, and we just create anyhow of both are going off, and we're just gonna probably manage the seas, and we're just gonna keep rather quiet and just spread this message to just a few people out there. And we're not gonna do much. And then we've got another option, is taking care with responsibility that it's gonna be spread out all over the globe, this message, and being clear, centered, and that basically all human beings have another edge of like taking care for the world, their own families and beyond the universe, and actually can ground themselves and actually can stay alive and do what we said and create this peaceful picture and step out of the boundaries that are given by the non-good that still are active one way or another, as also as like friction to create this love and tenderness. Because if we wouldn't be so much on ourselves and to become on ourselves, we wouldn't be as fully healing. Because every moment you not choosing for yourself and your own health, as well with this for the collective, then it can be a difference of 100 times as strong of not healing yourself or do healing yourself. So this is why it is like it is, and it's up to you to understand what we said. Well, all we can say is about grounding. Not understanding this is basically not grounding enough. Not grounded enough. This is very simple. Step higher position than identity and choosing to do something good. This can be healed right now, another time maybe. Let's see, let's pick someone, something. I want to take care for the earth and the people, humanity. I want us to live in groups separated from each other with our own opinion, being based upon the environment where we live. We want to get the knowledge especially about the feng shui and how we can create good buildings, good atmospheres. We especially want to have skillful speakings in how we can communicate with all different races who are all very loved and are very beautiful and very heaven-like, to separate them from each other. And so we are sending love, sending waves of tremendous love, waves. So for me as a person, the advice is just to put it online, not putting too much value on it, and just regard this as another expression of art, of creation. And as a person, I don't have to be any smarter than believing I'm just expressing any art that's coming from me, my waterfall. Now we're gonna continue to heal. Stay with me. Your emotions, your belly is like, you can do it, Shah, you can do it. Now remember, people don't have to believe you to make it true. No way. They first need to be organic. Commanding to have just our benevolent thoughts. Allows. I'm worth to be voted for, I'm worth to be voted for, I'm worth to be voted for. I'm worth to take care of the earth, I'm worth to take care of the earth, I'm worth to take care of the earth. I'm worth to say it's not good because it's not good. I'm worth to say it's not good because it's not good. I'm worth to take out of my pants if I want to, and to make a paradigm and a shift. I'm worth to be liked. I'm worthful that I have been to so many tests. I've been testing so many people and basically none of them passed the test. Basically. But then who are we mirroring? Are we mirroring each other? If we are mirroring each other, then what we've been saying is just a part of reality. Meaning you have your own source to discover and your own. No, but definitely it's included. It's included in this recording. Because you will find your own grounding and source, and you will find your own power. But then after a month of thinking, or 1.5 or 2-3 months, you'll find that as still perfectly said everything in this recording. You still find as you do everything you can to make this work, to heal the rivers, to heal the cotton clothes, of course, keep them for 100 years for the catalogs that you already have. We're gonna manifest the Enlight brand of Shock Static Spirit of Love movement to be produced locally, so we got more grounding spirits to do. We're gonna bring back 300-400 years back in time to create our own clothes that we can just make here. And we've got something great to do. We've got so many great jobs in the future. Alright, yeah, so good. We can do it for 6 hours, we can do it for longer. We manifest that we have very great and clean skies, great and clean spaces, all have big houses or small. Sometimes small is even way better. Especially because normally you don't spend a lot of time in your house, like when we're at this time age of like, who knows, 7 to 20 years being on ourselves, we're definitely gonna live like outside doors, cooking together a lot more, being friendly, all looking alike. Yes. We just use the worldwide inspiration for what we want to create in 100 kilometers straight around from us. And we put on our borders and say, this is my border, I want to have 6 days per week for myself to develop and to heal thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Clean skies to say it's enough. Now it's enough. We made our choices of how we're gonna do it. We as an angelic team, as a God team, can do it right now. We have enough of the unclean skies. It may stop now. We also had enough of the non-organic beings. We asked the A and then the letter 9 to get people back under organic beings, as well all beings on layers is now under control. They all can be organic 100%, fully we can be organic. We now let go this internal control. We just desire that we take our responsibility for ourselves, our own hands. That we understand now that we're always sending out more light than if we don't do it ourselves. Yes, so borders, taking care for ourselves with sweetness and choices that we make ourselves or as a group. It's not per se needed that everybody needs to make their own choices or have their own appreciation, but it's going to come from inside. So we may compliment ourselves.